Hello, I'm Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Football Officials and Secretary of Rules Editor for the NCAA. And today we're continuing our series of training videos for 2025, and we're going to be focused on game action from week 3. Now, it's been a great start to our season. Compelling games, viewership is up, excitement everywhere. We have to continue to do our job. Get prepared, be ready to work, and we have to deliver solid performances. Now, a few things I want to hit. First is replay and crew integration. We have to be a great team together, and that starts in the pregame. So make sure we're working together in the pregame. And on the field, do not abdicate your responsibility to replay. You got to make your call on the field with confidence and let replay react to them. From a replay perspective, we have to be efficient if we're going to stop the game for review. Don't let the next play start. By rule, it dictates that we have to stop it before the next snap. Make sure we do that. Anytime we shut it down with the next play starting, it's a bad look. So let's be ready. Let's be efficient in the booth. And finally, communications. That's so important with each other, certainly with our players, but most importantly, with our coaches. We have to use our winning words and be prepared to communicate well with our coaches. That helps drive a successful day. So with that, let's get on into our plays.
Our first play this week is 4th and 2 at the -44. The punt team is in place, and now right at the 23-22 mark on the play clock, the entire punt team is going to run to the sideline, and the offense rushes out onto the field. Now, the referee does a good job, goes into the tee, and we're going to be patient, let the offense declare their 11, and then let the defense match up. Now, the umpire steps up here. We see 3 defenders headed in with about 12 on the play clock. They complete their substitutions. The referee releases the umpire with 3 seconds remaining on the play clock, and the 11th defender, unprotected, enters as well. But the offense puts a player in motion and does not get the snap off before the play clock goes to 0. The back judge is going to flag the offense for delay of game. And when we look at this whole process, the crew really did a good job here of handling this substitution process. And when the offense makes wholesale changes this late in the play count, they put themselves at risk. And we handled this well. The offense could have gotten the snap off, but bottom line, with substitutions of this nature, we should just work our normal substitution process and let the process play itself out. Good job by the crew here. Play 2, we're late in the 4th quarter before the 2-minute timeout. It's 2nd and 10, and the offense throws the slant. It's caught, and the receiver's down just short of the line to gain. And the offense is going to hustle to the line. The ball is spotted, and then we're going to have a stoppage in play for an injury timeout. And as we go back and take a look at the timing of the injury, we see the umpire, he gets the ball just after the receiver is down. He's going to spot the ball, and then we see defender number 8, he's going to go down injured. Now, the crew properly charges the defensive team a timeout, and we never make a value judgment on the play. And we see the defender, he plays the previous play without contact. He's headed out of bounds toward his sideline, and then he's going to go down. And as we take one final look toward the sideline, we see that the coach in the off-color jacket, he's going to point to the ground multiple times before the player goes down. As we've said, we'll never begin to diagnose injuries, but we have a bright line, and if the player goes down after the ball is spotted, we charge a team timeout. And we've done a good job. Let's hold the line here. The rule's not perfect, but the good news is the ugly potential feigning injuries that we've become accustomed to seeing, they're way down for this year. Play 3, and this is a good learning play. We've got 8 seconds remaining in the half, no timeouts for either team, and we see that the quarterback, he's going to run for a first down. He's hit after he makes the line to gain, and then our umpire drops the marker. Now we see that the clock went to 0 on the play. The crew's going to come together, and the umpire brings forward that he's got a foul, a dead ball personal foul for a late hit by number 3 of the defense. Now we're going to go back and take a look, and we can see that the quarterback was down beyond the line to gain with 1 second remaining on the clock. We know that since there are no timeouts available for the offense and the clock would start on the ready for play, Replay cannot come in and put time back on the clock because there were not at least 3 seconds remaining when the player went down. So on the field, we must make a decision. Is the half over, or is there time remaining on the clock? If we say the half is over, the dead ball personal foul carries over to the succeeding kickoff for the second half. And if we determine on the field that there was 1 second remaining, we penalize the dead ball personal foul, and the offense has 1 second, and we're going to start the clock on the ready for play, and it'll be up to the offense to be efficient to see if they can get the next snap off before the half is over. The bottom line here is the penalty for the dead ball personal foul is either enforced before the end of the half or is carried over to the second half kickoff. It must be enforced, and that'll be dependent on the ruling that we make with the clock from the field. Play 4 is going to be another end of half play, and the situation here is the offense has 1 timeout remaining. Now, the offense is going to run the ball off left tackle. The runner makes the line to gain, and we see that the clock goes to 0. But as we go back and look at the play, it's clear the runner is down before time expires, and the crew on the field is going to put 2 seconds back on the clock, and the offense will take their final timeout. Now, if the crew on the field didn't put the time back, replay could have come in, stopped the game, and restored time, even if there were less than 3 seconds remaining, because the offense had a timeout left. So good work here by the crew efficiently handling the end of half clock management. Play 5, the offense has 3rd and 10. They're snapping from the -7, and the quarterback's going to throw to the outside receiver. Now the ball is incomplete, and on the first view, it looked like minimal contact, but we're going to get a flag down from our field judge for defensive pass interference on number 1. As we go back and take a look at the ISO replay, we see the defender, his left hand is on the receiver, and as the receiver breaks to the middle, the defender stays locked in on the receiver's jersey, pulls it down, he restricts the receiver, and this is a good call by the field judge, a good job staying with their initial responsibility, and good judgment on defensive pass interference. Now, one point of note, the DPI probably starts at the 17, maybe the 18-yard line, but our flag hits way down the field at about the 24. Now, it may be a little thing, but we penalized the full 15 yards here, and we really should have this as a spot foul at the 17 or 18, so we're about 4 to 5 yards off here. No big deal in this situation, but let's discuss this. Can anyone in the crew, back judge, line judge, help tighten up this spot before we enforce the penalty? In a different situation, it could be a very big deal. Play 6, the offense is snapping from the +46. The quarterback, he drops back, steps up, he starts to run, but then he's going to throw downfield. The ball is caught, and it's advanced down to just shy of the 20, and the offense is going to hustle to the line, but replay is going to stop the game to review the position of the passer when he released the ball. Now, we know by rule to be an illegal forward pass, the passer's entire body must be beyond the neutral zone when the ball is released. And as we can see here, and it's very tight, but at the release point, the quarterback's entire body is beyond the line, so replay is going to make this an illegal forward pass. Now, compliments to the crew here. We are very precise on the penalty enforcement. The quarterback would have to be at the 45.5, the +45.5 to be across the line, and we enforce the penalty 5 yards and loss of down, and we're set for the next play at the -49.5. That's exactly perfect. Play 7 is a kickoff play. It's actually the opening kickoff for the game, so we've got to be ready right out of the gate. And we see that the kick, it's outside the numbers. The deep back calls for a fair catch, but the up back is actually going to catch the ball back up at the 8-yard line, and we see the headline judge is coming up, killing the play. Now, by rule, only the player that gives the signal and makes the fair catch of a free kick behind their 25-yard line gets the opportunity to put the ball in play at the 25. And we know Any fair catch signal given by anyone on the receiving team negates the opportunity to return the kick, and the ball is dead when possessed by the receivers. But here, the player making the catch did not signal for a fair catch, so he didn't complete a fair catch, and they don't get the opportunity to put the ball in play at the 25-yard line. The receiving team will put the ball in play at the spot of the catch, which is back at the 8-yard line. And we see the offense, they're moving their huddle back to prepare for the snap. Good work. Our last play, and since we started with a substitution play, we'll end with a substitution play. We have a tie score, 26 seconds left in the game, and the offense has no timeouts remaining. Now the quarterback, he keeps the ball, he runs to the left, he's driven back, the clock continues to run. The offense is going to quickly rush their field goal unit out to try to get the kick away before the clock expires. Our crew all in good position. We see the snap is away with 3 seconds remaining, and the field goal is good. Now we know by rule, anytime the offense substitutes, the referee goes into the tee to initiate the substitution mechanics, and the defense gets the opportunity to match up. Now, there is one exception, as we all know, to this rule. It is through our approved rulings that if the offense at the end of the half or at the end of the game hurries their field goal team out on the field with the clock running, the defense should reasonably expect that the offense will attempt a field goal and should have their personnel ready. We will not hold up the offense, as there should be no issue for the defense being uncertain about the next play. Good job by the crew here. Well, that's it for our plays this week, and let's use these as learning opportunities. Discuss them in your pregame conference. That's so important. Now, as we get ready to go today, quality fouls, make it be there. Nothing technical. We want it to be a quality foul before you get your marker out. Be good dead ball officials, and we need excellent communications all day, especially with coaches. We've got to use our winning words when we're working with our coaches. Concentration, be ready to go every play, and display your integrity, courage, and poise. That's so critical for a good game. Let's be mentally and physically prepared to work the game and keep hustling. Best of luck to all.